And welcome to Punk Science TV. It's a new year, it's a new decade, and excited to get started. So, I've got some really interesting news today in that I was at a university lecture recently, and they were talking about asteroids. Now, asteroids are probably, you think of them as sort of lifeless rocks going around the solar system. But interestingly, when we've started to examine asteroids close up, we've been finding some surprises. And one of those surprises they were discussing in this lecture is they're actually starting to see plumes coming from asteroids, intermittent plumes, and it's so exciting to be amongst astrophysicists like I was a few months ago, as they're discussing, because they really couldn't figure out a reason for why these plumes are coming from these asteroids. And I just want to transfer you over to an article here. So this is one of the quotes from the asteroid. It's called Bennu, and they're looking at it on this OSIRIS-REx mission. And you can see that Bennu is not that large, about the size of the Empire State Building, not that large for things in space, obviously. The discovery of plumes is one of the biggest surprises of my scientific career, said Dante Loretta, OSIRIS-REx principal investigator at the University of Arizona, Tucson. And the rugged terrain went against all of our predictions. Bennu is already surprising us, and our exciting journey just getting started. So it's not just one plume. This is actually referring to January of last year, 2019. They have seen additional plumes. So these particles, both large pebble, sort of large rocks and pebble type things, are actually being spotted coming off this asteroid. So what's going on? Well, I was really excited to find this out because, of course, from a black hole principle perspective, you would actually expect to find plumes. We're finding plumes on Mars. I talked last time about gas plumes of methane coming from Mars. We're finding plumes all over the solar system, so in the form of like actual sort of like water geysers, gas geysers, because the black hole principle is intermittent. So as the light is coming down through the dimensions, it gets to the edge of the perception horizon and it splits off into the matter and antimatter, and then the whole thing combines again and turns into light. Now, there's many different forms of this, which is why we're seeing all these different elements and plumes and things like that. But the point is, it's intermittent, it breathes. So we're seeing this breathing pattern not only at the galaxy level, where you see clouds of gas that are breathing in and out around the center of our own galaxy, and I can link to that underneath this video. But you're also seeing these intermittent plumes that are happening. We see this all the time on our own planet. They're called volcanoes, they're called thunderstorms. We're seeing this intermittent pattern. We're seeing them on moons across the solar system like Io and things like that. So it was not a surprise to me, and it was absolutely, I was so excited to find this out, that even on things like asteroids, we're seeing these intermittent plumes. So the same pattern that's happening in a supermassive black hole is going all the way down on planets, all the way down even at the level of asteroids. And if we go even further, we're seeing it in the atomic level as well. We call it radioactivity, these sort of giving off of intermittent, sort of unpredictable, from any sort of pattern that we can discern anyway, it's unpredictable sort of ejections. So asteroid ejections are the same sort of pattern that we see in the black hole ejections. That's the gamma ray bursts and the electrons, and now we know, of course, water and even oil has been seen coming out of black black holes. Amazing. So there's intermittent ejections that we see, even diamonds coming off of planets and things like that. We'll go into that on another program, but this intermittent ejection pattern is absolutely what we'd expect from the black hole principle. As you can see, even the director of the program looking at this asteroid did not expect to see ejections. This is exactly what the black hole principle would expect. So it's yet another piece of evidence that the black hole principle is occurring at every single level of the universe. So I hope you have enjoyed this little insight, and do sign up for when we're next live. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe as well. And I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.